The other day, I got a package that was supposed to be coming in on a Wednesday, but it came in on a Tuesday, and I was very excited. You might can actually hear it. It's this new microphone thing. It makes my microphone sound like radio. I was very excited to get this thing, and my expectation was that it was going to come in Wednesday, but it actually came in on Tuesday. Now, my wife ordered something that was supposed to be 1-day delivery, and it came in 2 days, and she was not happy about it. And so this thing came in 2 days, and her thing came in 2 days, the exact same time, exact same outcome, but one of us was disappointed and one of us was very excited. Why? Because of expectations. And the reason you lose motivation is because of expectations, because they are faulty. The school system, your parents, yourself, online gurus, they've given you wrong expectations. And the issue is that when you expect a certain thing to happen a certain way and it doesn't, you lose hope and you lose motivation. For instance, I want you to imagine that you're trying to sign clients, right? Or you're trying to become a YouTuber, and you make 10 videos. Like, that's more videos than you ever made before. You're like, man, I should be getting, thousands of views by now. And you're not. What happens? Well, you lose motivation because your expectations don't meet reality. And so you're like, well, guess I'm going to quit. But if you understood that the average YouTuber, it takes them 200 videos to hit their first 1,000 subscribers, then guess what? You would not be losing motivation at 10. Or you might, but it wouldn't be near as bad because your expectations are aligned with reality. And so if you're losing motivation, fix your expectations. I'm going to talk about how to do this, but that's why you keep quitting, bro. That's why you keep quitting, because the online gurus have told you that, if you just write some emails and if you just DM people on Instagram, you're going to make 10K a month. Garbage. It's not true. It's not true. Maybe one out of 100,000 people that happens to, they get lucky. But that's not you, bro. You don't get lucky. Do not expect luck to save you. And so that's why you lose motivation. Like, if you send 10 outreach messages and you're like, no one's responded yet, and you're unmotivated because you expect someone to respond in 10, then you lose motivation. But if you say, all right, I'm going to send 100 outreach messages and maybe I get one response, one client, then you're ecstatic when you send 20 and someone responds, right? So, like, it's all about your expectations. And so if you keep losing motivation, you have to sit down and think, all right, whatever this thing is that you're doing, let's say you're posting YouTube videos. What do you truly expect to happen? Like, you're going to post 10 videos. What do you expect? Like, ask yourself that. Do you expect to get 1,000 subscribers or to have a video get 1,000 views? If so, like, is that reality? Do most YouTubers who only post 10 videos get 1,000 views? Mr. Beast, not even Mr. Beast did that when he was first starting. And so it's all about the expectations. And so my challenge to you is to 10x your expectations. If you think you're going to get a client in 10 outreaches, try 100. If you think you're going to get 1,000 subscribers in 50 videos, do 500. See if you can get that. And you got to understand, the reason why I can post these videos every single day is because I have zero expectations on this channel. Zero. I don't care. Like, I've been in the YouTube game for a while. I've got over 10K on my main channel. I understand how it works. Like, you just consistently do the inputs and stuff happens. And I don't even have expectations for what happens. I just do the inputs. I don't care. Because for me, I know the things that will happen. And so my expectations are not, I'm going to hit 100,000 subscribers. My expectations are this. I'm going to get better at speaking. I'm going to get better at crafting ideas and angling videos. And I'm going to help people. I'm going to help at least 100 people because I get 100 views. That's my only expectations. So guess what? Every single day, those things are fulfilled. So I'm happy and I keep doing it. But if I was doing this saying, you know what? I have to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, I would lose motivation because it wouldn't happen. It might not be reality. Now, it might happen. I might get lucky. But the reality is not everybody who starts a YouTube channel in the same year does not hit 100K. And if someone does that, it's because they have prior experience with YouTube. So it's all about expectations. So to make this actionable for you, right? Sit down, understand what is the goal you're trying to do. Then think, what are my expectations? Like, what do I expect to happen from this? And then 10x that. So be like, all right, if I'm going to get a client in 10 outreaches, I'm going to do 100. I'm going to get one client in 100 outreaches. Set your expectations so low that way you don't lose motivation. And whenever your expectations are exceeded, you're just happy. So the same person can send the same number of outreaches and get the same result. And one person can be extremely depressed. And one person can be super excited. So it's all about expectations. And that's why you lose motivation. And that's how to stop losing it. And just a quick thing about how like crazy this is I used to play RuneScape. And if you've never played RuneScape, like people will spend 50 hours for one skill out of 30 skills to max out that skill. They'll spend 30 hours clicking the same rock over and over again. But the reason why they do it is they know exactly how long it's going to take to hit that skill level. Like there's an XP bar and you know, like, okay, every time I click this rock, I get 50 XP and I need 10 million XP to get there. And so they calculate, well, it's going to take me, 30,000 clicks and it's going to take me 50 hours. And they just sit down and do it. And so their expectations are perfectly in line with the reality, which is why they can spend 50 hours. Like they have motivation to do absolutely nothing by clicking this pixel rock. So it's so powerful, guys. So powerful. So if you understand, like, hey, if I send 500 outreaches with valuable pieces of copy and I'm getting better each time I write and I'm getting better at outreach each time, you will land a client, right? You'll land multiple clients. So that's it. Like, you know what you have to do. It's just a matter of doing it. And it might take you forever. It might take you months. It might take you a year. But dude, it's going to happen. Like, in most people, a year is going to go by and nothing changes. Like one of the guys who commented on my videos was talking about how AI, when I first discovered copywriting, he's like, yeah, no thanks, bro, because AI is going to replace copywriting in like a couple of years. Fast forward, I'm making $60K a month and he is still hating on the sidelines in the YouTube comments. Guys, even if a year goes by, like a year is going to buy whether you do the, a year is going to go by whether you do the work or not, right? So why not just spend a year doing outreach to actually get the result? Because there's going to be all these people who start with you who give up and a year goes by and they're in the same freaking situation. And they're like, well, it's going to take a year, so I'm not going to do it. And they're still losers a year from now while you're making money. So yeah, set proper expectations and then do the work.